Welcome to Blonde Cards and Crafts. Let's make something together. Hello crafters, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of colouring with my Spectrum Noir Triblend Markers, and I'm colouring in some of the made to surprise stamps that were in the August release. I love these Christmas stamps, and I thought, well, I could sit here just colouring them in, but why not sit here and colour them in with your company? So here you can see this is the speed that I normally go at, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit faster now, and you'll be able to see I'm colouring them in. I'm going to show the caps of each marker that I use, and I'm going to have a list down in the description of the markers that I use. Most of them are my Triblend markers, but some of them are single Spectrum Noir markers. I do have about 100 of them. I got a set when I started crafting and never really used them. And I recently got my Triblends, and they really have encouraged me to colour. I find having the three markers, the three colours together in one marker really does help me to pick up my stamps and colour them in. I do have lots of the individual Spectrum Noir markers that I got when I started crafting, but I wasn't drawn to them because I kind of struggled to put the colours together. So I have all the dark reds, but you know, dark red 1, 3, 5, 7, I have 6 and 7, yeah. So I have 5 dark red markers, but finding the right blend between the 5 of them I kind of struggle with, and just simply knowing how to layer the colors so that you get an even blend, because there's different people out there who will show you how they do it, and you can have your light source coming from one side, and you can have them where you have, you know, a really light highlight, and some people, they blend them really well. So I kind of struggled with knowing what was the right way and what was the wrong way. And my friend Benita, who's really good at colouring, and I think she uses the Ohuhu markers, but she was saying, you know, do what feels right for you. You know, look at the other people who are colouring and, you know, learn from what they're doing, but do what feels right for you. So that's what I'm doing. I don't feel I'm I would not call myself teacher, but the reason I'm putting this video out is so that you can see that I don't consider myself very good. I think it's good enough for a handmade card that's being given to friends or family. Some people will look at it and go, wow, Simone, your colouring and everything is brilliant. And others might look at it and go, it's very beginner. But at the end of the day, the colouring I'm doing, I'm happy with. And I think that's what art is. Art is very much down to the interpreter. You know, I can stand and look at a Van Gogh, and I can stand next to someone else, and my interpretation or what I take from it or how it makes me feel can be very different from the person next to me. So I think in card making and in art, in our art, at least for me, I do what makes me happy, what makes me feel good, what makes me smile, what brings me pleasure, what doesn't stress me out, all those positive things. And I tell myself, it is good enough. What you're doing is good enough for your card. It's lovely. And the person you give it to will more than likely appreciate it. And if they don't, then you just don't give them another one. I suppose if I had someone buying a card from me and I was charging them, well then I maybe might look at it at another way. But if the person who's paying me for a card looks at my colouring and thinks, wow, that's brilliant or whatever, do you know, well then, you know, what's wrong with that? I mean, some people draw stick men and women and they do fabulous. And then there's someone that can take the picture of like Bob Ross kind of. Do you know, there's all different types of art. So who's to say whether my colouring or your colouring is good, bad, or anything else? So I encourage you to colour in your images, practice, take advantage of looking at other people who colour, who you might feel is better than you, you know, and get ideas from them. I take a bit of knowledge from each of the different creators that I watch, and I put my spin on it. I wish I could colour in as quickly as what I'm doing in the video, but I just take my time. I might have a bit of music on the old Google in the background, or I might have a video, you know, a YouTube tutorial or something playing on my desk, and I just go into my own little world, and it's lovely. Sometimes I'll come in and I'll think, oh, I need to, you know, record a card, I need to do this, I need to do that. And just to sit down and colour is really, really lovely. Now, I'm sorry with this Christmas tree, it's off screen. I was so in the zone. What I film using my, it's an old phone that I have. It's not an old one, it's an S21, but so it's above my table, and normally I keep an eye on that to make sure I'm within, you know, that you can see. But I was so in the zone coloring away and just enjoying it. I have to say, the coloring with this, doing these images, I think it's really the first time that I sat down and really enjoyed it. I have done another sheet. I colored that in, and I sat with my friend Benita and colored that one in, and I was really happy with that. And I got some advice from her regarding the tree and where the shading should be. Do you know, the different layers, it's generally darker right under the layer above and gets lighter. So it was really cool being able to color them in with Benita. And then, you know, I came back to it again. I thought, right, I'm going to color these in. I'm going to record it and I'm going to put it out there for people to see. I'm no frugal crafter or any of them, but yeah. These blues, I struggled with these blues. I think this is the True Blue blend. I'm kind of going through some of the blue colors then that I have, the individual markers that I have, to see what I liked and what would work. Yeah, I I think for a finish it turned out well. This one, it turned, this parcel that I'm coloring on, I think it did turn out well for a finish. These ones are going to be all blues and reds to go with my snowman and his scarf and hat, etc. But I kind of struggled with the blues. Like, it looks really good on the screen, but when they dry, yeah. Anyway, I have to say I'm delighted with how they all came out, but yeah. Finding the colors and seeing where your dark needs to be and then your medium and your light. With some coloring, I just did a dark and a light, or a dark and a medium. I mixed it up to how I thought looked well. And yeah, so I'm doing all my blues first. And once I have that done, then I can do my reds. And then I thought it'd be nice to do like gold bows. So it was like, finding a gold. So yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, it's all about practicing and enjoying it. If you don't enjoy it, then don't do it. You know, there's ephemera, you can get digital stamps and everything. My plan with these stamps is I have 2 A4 sheets colored in. The other sheet that I did with Benita, it has the snowman, the gifts, the tree, but it also has the puddings and the lamppost. And I figured my lamppost, if I'm putting a lamppost in any of my cards, I'm going to be happy with the coloring that I used. And you'll see images at the end of the 2 A4 sheets. I just color in this one with you in the video, but you'll see the other one in the pictures at the end. So I felt the puddings are going to be the same, so I didn't need to do a second lot, or the same with the lamp. But I did like the idea of colouring in the snowman 3 different colours. I have 3 lots of the gifts and 3 lots of the trees. Now my plan is, I'm very lucky. I have a printer which has a scanner facility on it. So I'm going to scan my 2 A4 pages that I have coloured in. And I have a really cool printer. Well, they're not really mine, they're hubbies. But it's one of those that uses the powder rather than the wet ink. And it prints up really, really well. So my thing is, I'm going to keep the 2 that I have coloured in. Well, I'll have it saved on the little, the little thingy. I'll scan them on the printer, put it into the little thingy, and I can then take that. I'm so not technical minded, folks. You're probably weak laughing at me. But yeah, I don't know what the name of the thing is called, but I just call it a thingy, and husband knows what it is. But I can pop that onto my laptop, and from that then I can get my printer to print up. So that's my plan. Colour in, scan it, save it so I have it on my laptop, and then I can print up the images whenever I want them. And that way I don't have to keep coming back, colouring in, because as much as I'm enjoying it, and it's really, really cool, when you've got images, I mean, if I'm making a card and I really want to have, gifts that are all pink and teal, or a snowman with a pink and teal colour lot on it, well, then I'll have to colour them in. But if I'm doing cards and I'm happy with what I have, it's going to save me time. That way I can fussy cut them out, or use my scan and cut, which I've never used. But I do have a scan and cut. I could get the scan and cut to cut them out and have like my own ephemera. So, that's the plan. That's the reason why I wanted to make the effort at getting better at my colouring, so I can colour in my stamped images. I can save them then using the scanning app on my printer, save them into my laptop, and then print them off whenever I have them. Because I love ephemera. I think when I get a kit, or if I'm buying stamps and dies and there's ephemera that goes with, oh man, I love that, because you've all your images there ready. All you have to do is, make your card with them, or yeah, so much easier. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So I'm going to cheat once I have them all coloured in. I'm going to cheat and scan them and have them on my laptop. I love that orange colour. Isn't it fabulous? I think that is the orange blend in the Triblend Markers. And I'll link down below to the products that I'm using in the description, just in case you're interested. I'm not sure if these stamps are still available. It's a stamp and die set. I put a picture in at the beginning when I was talking about them, so you could see the products I'm using. But I don't think they're available. They may come back into stock, but I don't know. But yeah, you can do this with any stamps you have in your stash. I'm a Love from Lizzie designer. We do get stamps in the Love from Lizzie kits, which are amazing, can I say, by the way. But yeah, so I have started doing more colouring using those. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. So now that is all the waffle. I was debating just putting music in the background of this video, and I thought, you know what, lots of people, well, they messaged me to say, oh, I love the sound of your voice, or I love your accent, or I could listen to you for days. I don't know, but yeah, I thought it would be nicer to actually share with you, and have a chat with you while I'm colouring, instead of just having music in the background. And as you can see, I'm very, very nearly finished. I love these multicolored packages, this cluster of gifts. I think when I print these up, what I will do is I will go over some of the gifts with my white gel pen and give them stripes and dots and stuff like that. I've kept them plain because it's easier for me to adapt the printed images that I'll print up than it is like if I put polka dots on the red gift box and I put stripe on the orange one, well then when they're printed up. So I just thought it'd be cool to have the option that I can, you know, change them up like that if I want. Plus I can always come along with markers and add more onto them if I want as well. So yeah, that was just an option there. So now there we go. This is the page that we colored together, and I have to say I do love how they turned out. You can see this snowman has a lighter coloring than this snowman. Maybe if I turn him around, you can see he's darker. And then you can see in this snowman here, I actually colored him in using the ice blue colors, and I used the gray colors. I think that's the brown gray that I used on him, and I think this as well. I have all the colors. I'm going to link them down below in the description. I have some of them here. You can see these are the colors that I used on these ones that I colored in with Benita. So yeah, I have all the colors listed and kept there down below. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing this bit of coloring. I hope you've enjoyed it too. I know I did tend to waffle on about, you know, about stuff. It's kind of hard to have a topic to talk about. And I didn't think you'd be kind of interested in me going, oh, and here I'm using the ice blue and I'm using the light color. You know, I thought it would be just cool that you could see me coloring and just maybe color along with me, whether you have these stamps or stamps in your stash, whether you're using your Spectrum Noirs, your Triblends, your Ohuhus, your whichever. I just thought it would be a nice fun thing for us to do together. I think this is something I'd like to do maybe in a live video and be chatting with you and kind of going through what I'm doing. The only thing is it wouldn't be as quick. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I know it's a little bit different from what I normally do, but I just thought I'd switch it up a little bit. So I'm going to leave it there, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this style of video and coloring in, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber and you're new here, and ding the bell. That way you'll be notified next time I share a video, and it costs you nothing to subscribe. And yeah, if you like my video and the sound of my voice, you might come back. So that's it, folks. Thank you very much, and I will see you really soon with another video, because I do have a couple of videos done and lined up. So yeah, keep watching. I have some videos coming to my channel soon. So until then, take care, stay safe, and bye for now. Bye bye.